Hey everyone, Cardlin here. I was laying here, trying to figure out what I would say in a year in review. I could go over what we've achieved, which is no small feat. We started the year with 296 videos, which was 52 hours worth of content for about 20,000 subscribers. We're leaving 2017 with an additional 403 videos, 234 hours of content, and an additional 40,000 subscribers. Now we could delve deeper, but those are just numbers, right? We could go over what happened with the channel, and that's no short list either. In April, I quit my job to do this full time, as what would end up being the biggest April Fool's Day joke on my own life. I was going to go move to be with my son, now he's moving here to be with me next summer. We got halfway to YouTube Silver when we broke 50,000 subscribers. I made the switch from writing scripts to focusing solely on acting, and have been performing scripts performed by my very talented friends and fans for months now, freeing me up to work on other personal projects. I got to do some awesome collaborations with people like Jonas Scott and The Grey Knight. I opened up a second channel, Cardlin Casual, for uploading gaming Let's Plays to. I got to do a very hilarious, albeit technically catastrophic, live stream with my mom, my girlfriend, and my son. And that was all fun and amazing and embarrassing and thrilling. We could go over some of my specific uploads, like talk about the holiday mega collab we just did, or how creatively exciting it was to do the Talktober challenge, or just go over some videos from 2017. Best performing video? Going down. Lol. Worst performing? Fridays with Cardlin number 37. Most liked video? Teacher's Pet. Most disliked? Going down. Lol again. Most in need of a sequel? The Offer. I know, but I didn't write it. Or we could just do personal favorite. Cardlins Collide. Personal least favorite? Going down. We could do all that and dive deep into it, and it'd be fun, but this channel's never been about bragging or boasting or analyzing trends or crunching numbers, right? This channel's always been about two things. Me and you. I want to kick this off with a letter I wrote back to a cardigan. They had written me about an erotic audio I did, and how listening to it had helped them cope with some personal hurdles they'd yet to overcome, and how the video ultimately ended up helping their marriage. Now, let me preface this with saying that I get touching letters from you, my loving fans, a lot. Believe it or not, I keep them in a special folder, and I go back through them from time to time when I'm feeling down or lacking guidance. I know I don't always respond, and if I do, it's with a very brief, almost dismissive tone, and that is, unfortunately, intentional. To be honest, I'm pretty scared of y'all. I've read horror stories of stalkers and clingers, and while I know the vast majority of you would never do anything to harm me or my family, just the thought of someone I love coming to harm or being put in danger because of my wacky YouTube career, it keeps me up at night. So although I love you and your letters, I intentionally try and keep myself at arm's length, despite my inner desire to help you all. This time, however, I did not hold back. I started writing what I thought was going to be a very short but polite letter, but ended up writing more than I'd ever thought I'd let myself write. With your permission, I'm going to share with you all what I wrote. Thank you. This means more to me than you can know. Actually, since you took the time to explain to me how I helped you, allow me to return the favor. Since we're on the topic of validation, one thing that always mattered a lot to me, though I wish it didn't, was the validation of my family. Having their approval and respect means more to me than I care to admit. With me quitting my job and becoming fully self-sufficient on my own ventures, I thought it would make me shine in my family's eyes. I thought I had finally found my own way of breaking free into success and renown without having to climb a corporate ladder or start a business of my own. Everything was going great until I overheard my family talking about me. Someone mentioned how I was doing well on my own on YouTube when an aunt said, "What, you mean the porno?" They all laughed, but it decimated me. I was reduced to a porn star in their eyes, which probably put me as low as I could possibly be. Worse yet, it was low or even lower than where my father stood in the family standings, which is a whole other tale on its own. Basically, I was crushed at knowing I was far from being a family pride. I was a family shame, a laughingstock. I've been searching for purpose beyond that, and your letter made me remember the real reason I do this. Not for fame, not for renown, not for approval, but to help those who need it. I'm not a nurse or a teacher or a doctor, and I don't know that I will ever have the discipline to be anything like that, but this YouTube channel is my own way of giving back to the world while remaining true to myself. To have everything I do boiled down to erotica, which amounts to less than 15% of my work, is tough. And I hold no illusions that I would make anywhere near as much money if I didn't do them. Still, you've reminded me that it's not smut, it's not porn, it's sexual therapy. It's release and comfort and escape. And though that may be an uncomfortable topic, it's still an important one. Sorry, this ended up going longer than I had intended it to. This has been boiling up inside of me for a while now, and I guess I needed a place to just let it all go. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for listening. That's where the letter ends. Everyone, look. I am not Cardlin. I wish I was. Cardlin is confident, charming, charismatic. Cardlin wouldn't mind doing a face reveal or a meetup. Cardlin doesn't have the crippling anxiety or the nagging insecurities. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not Cardlin. I'm the same lonely, self-loathing, nervous, shy, awkward, overcompensating nerd I've always been. I created Cardlin because I knew there was a need for him. I grew up online and saw this vast ocean of untouched, unloved, ignored people aching for comfort. I created Cardlin because, in a lot of ways, I myself needed him. Now, life is better. I'm older, more mature, I've experienced a lot. I'm a father, boyfriend, a son, a taxpayer. I don't need Cardlin as much anymore, but I recognize there's still a need for him out there, and that's why I keep doing what I'm doing here on YouTube. But just because I can give you all Cardlin to pretend and to escape and to imagine and to take comfort from, doesn't mean I am him. I want to help you all, but I can't be your personal Cardlin, you know? These videos, this is all I can do. I want to give more, but I can't. It's not healthy for you, for me, or for my family. So when I say I'm not Cardlin, when I hold you all at arm's length, when I give you those short but polite replies, just know that this is the reason why, okay? Phew, that was a lot, right? Now then, let's start to close this up with some wishes and resolutions for the new year, yeah? My wish for myself is that I find and maintain the strength to make my resolutions come true, and that I can start to give the blessings I've been lucky enough to gain from all of this to those around me. My wish for you all is tricky. I wish that you can all graduate out of whatever pain or loneliness or whatever it is that brought you to me. I want you all to heal to a point where you no longer need me, but maybe out of love for my work or appreciation for my craft or out of just plain admiration of these stories we weave together, you decide to stick around and keep watching anyway. It's like how I imagine a doctor feels, you know? I want to heal you and I want to see you again, I just hope it's not in the hospital. If I can ask one thing of you, and this is probably going to be career suicide because you don't tell a troll your weakness, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I really want it. And, sorry if this gets a little real, but if I could ask one thing of you, it'd be to ask you to stop with the comments that make fun of the story. Comical replies like, "Bitch, if you said that to me, I would blank blank blank," etc. I mean, first off, I don't know why the word bitch is so commonly used nowadays, but growing up it had a very different meaning, and I hate seeing it. Secondly, when you mock the script like that, even though I know it's in good spirits and you don't mean any harm, I hope, I feel like it insults the writers who work very hard to keep these videos coming. I have the utmost respect for them, and whenever I see those kinds of comments, and let's be honest, they're like 90% of the comments, it always irks me. Not in like a spiteful way, but in a way where a kid who's been bullied his whole life lets the insults just slide off his back because he's tired of it kind of way. I know that feeling all too well. Also, one more thing while we're on the topic and we're being real. My erotic content, it's age restricted for a reason. If you're below 18 and you're subscribed to my Patreon somehow, or you're somehow listening to my erotic content, even if only the previews on YouTube, don't. Do not. You are not welcome there. I have plenty of videos which are open to all ages, and you're welcome to listen to those, but my erotic content is and always will be 18 plus only, so if you're not an adult, kindly, and with all due respect, and know that I say this out of love, please get the fuck out. Now then, if you can ask one thing of me, what would it be? I'd love to know, so let me know in the comments, yeah? Finally, my resolutions for 2018. For my family, that I secure a safe and nurturing home for my son come this summer, so that he can lead a healthy and happy life out here. For my career, that I can break personal milestones and start to make some real advancements, both as a YouTuber and a voice actor. And for my personal life, that I can finally get to a secure spot in my life where I can, with good conscience and a light heart, propose to my girlfriend. And that about brings us to a close. If I had to choose one person of the year, one real MVP, one entity that really made this year something else, without a doubt it'd be you. All of you. Through your support and understanding and love and encouragement, I've been able to follow my dreams, give back to the world, and find a true and lasting happiness in life I never honestly thought I'd have. Thank you all so much for 2017, and thanks in advance for 2018, which I'm sure is going to be amazing. Here's to all of you, and everything you've done for me and my family. May 2018 bring you health, wealth, and growth. I love you all very much, and I'm proud to be your Cardlin. Until next time, cheers!